Hi everyone, it's LaQuita with Quita Bug Handmades. I am filming this video today to share with you a card that I designed for a card swap that I'm participating in next week. As you know, I joined Stampin Up as a new demonstrator recently under Robin over at mypinkstamper.com, and she has scheduled a card swap for us to participate in. So I'm so excited, and I really love the way my card came out, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So here's the colors I chose, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I am starting with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, cut down to 2.5 by 3.5. And I'm going to be stamping using the Fabulous 4 stamp set. I'm using the Celebrate stamp that comes in the set. And where's my ink? Here it is. Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So this is my first time to use this ink. I just got it. I see lots of people using it, so I'm excited to try it. I guess since it's new, it took me a few dabs to get the stamp fully inked up. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this in the upper right hand side. Perfect. Okay, so I think that turned out pretty nice. So now I'm going to do some more stamping. I'm taking another sheet of Whisper White, cut down to 2.5 by 3.5, just because it doesn't have to be cut this size. And I'm going to be stamping this little polka dot stamp from the Petite Petals stamp set. And I am stamping in Cucumber Crush. And I'm going to stamp it again in Bermuda Bay, and then again in Watermelon Wonder. So here's Bermuda Bay. And I think out of these three colors, the Bermuda Bay is my favorite. And now I'm going to stamp one last time, Watermelon Wonder. And this Watermelon Wonder has quite a lot of ink. It actually bubbles. There's so much ink, so I had to kind of stamp off to the side. You couldn't see, but perfect. I love these three colors together. So I'm going to be using the Petite Petals coordinating punch to punch each of these flowers out. So this coordinates with the stamp set, and this is why it doesn't matter what size cardstock you use, because you're just going to punch them out. So I'm lining up the punch so that I have a thin white border around each of my flowers. I really love how quick and easy it is to stamp these images and then just turn around and use the punch and pop them right out. So convenient. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. And next I'm going to take my piece of Bermuda Bay. This is actually going to be the layer for my card. And I'm going to put it into my large polka dot Sizzix embossing folder by Stampin' Up. I just got this folder, so I've never used it before. And we're going to head on over to my Big Shot and run this through. Okay, so I'm going to put my multi-purpose platform down on tab 1 for my embossing folder. And then I'm going to put down a clear cutting pad. Now my embossing folder and my second clear cutting pad, making the sandwich, as they call it. Sandwich? Sandwich. Sandwich. There we go. Sandwich. Okay, I'm trying to run it through slowly because my camera is wobbly. Okay, and look how cute. I love how it turned out. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and go back to that celebrate piece, and I'm going to actually be cutting up the center, the side center, and flagging this left side. I want it to have a banner end. And Stampin' Up! Does sell banner framelit dies. I don't have them yet, but this works just fine for now. Okay. And now I'm going to layer this piece on top of some crushed curry cardstock. I love the addition of this crushed curry to this design. I'm going to use some snail. This is my first time to use snail. I normally use ATG, so this is my first time to use it. I kind of got it everywhere, but it's actually nice because it's so small, it's easier to use, whereas the ATG is so bulky. But it's good adhesive too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flag the crushed curry piece. And I was going to start in the middle, but then I decided not a good idea. I didn't know how far up I needed to go to make the banner, so I decided to start at the side, at the corner. And then just meet the two pieces in the middle. So I just wanted a nice even trim all the way around the banner in the crushed curry, except for that right side because I have them lined up. So I'm going to lay these flowers underneath. I'm going to angle that cucumber crush, and then I'm going to put the watermelon wonder flowers straight up and then angle the Bermuda Bay flower. So cute. And I'm going to use my tweezers and some Tombow Mono multi-glue. And of course it would be clogged. Okay, and I'm just putting a little bit in the middle. I don't mind if the petals aren't adhered down. I just want the center down, because I don't want it to move around. Okay, so I'm going to do the Watermelon Wonder. And then I'm going to add the Bermuda Bay down. Okay, and so now I have my white card base. I'm using some Whisper White thick cardstock, and it is cut down to 5.5 by 8.5 and then scored at 4 1/4. So it makes an A2 size card at 4 1/4 by 5.5. So I'm going to layer this Bermuda Bay piece on top. And I'm going to tell you, most of my cards are on a white card base, you guys. I am obsessed with that. I don't know why. I love the way it looks. I feel like no matter what color you put on that white, it pops. So most of my projects, as I make more videos, you will see they are on white cardstock. So that's my thing. That's my style. Okay, looks good. So now I'm going to add a little bit more to this layer. I'm going to be using my piercing mat and my piercing tool so that I can add these mini brads by Stampin' Up. And let me tell you, they should be called micro mini brads. They are very small. I had a hard time picking them up and really using them. They're so tiny. I like them, but they're just so small. They're a little bit more mini than other mini brads I've seen, and this one didn't want to go in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've got those added, and I'm going to be, well, let me put this stuff away. Okay, and I'm going to use my thumb to press each one down on my grid mat just to make sure they're flush to that piece. And now I'm going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put one in each corner and one in the center. I always like to put one in the center if it's a larger piece, just because I don't really like for the middle to sag. And just take off the backing. Okay, and now I'm going to add this on the right side, the center right side. And that flagged end is going to go all the way to the edge of the left edge of the Bermuda Bay layer. Perfect! Look how cute! I love this card! And I'm going to show you, I made one earlier, just there you go! Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!